Hi everyone, it's Bella. I'm sitting here in my house and it started snowing, so I was put on my sweater just to stay a little bit warmer, and I put on, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but my knit socks that my grandma gave me. And since I was keeping warm, I was thinking about things that I wear to keep me warm. Soft things like, could you hand me some? My helper. My scarf, which I wear. Or this sweater. This red and white sweater. Or could you pass me those gloves? Thank you. These gloves also can keep our hands warm. And these look like they're made out of a warm material. So I was thinking about how these items are made. How can you make some of these if you don't have gloves? How could you make them? I'm going to read you this book, which is going to talk about how you could make something really warm. It's called Charlie Needs a Cloak. Story and pictures are both by Tomie DePaola, who I really like. I'm gonna show you the back of the book too. So it has more sheep. I can see Charlie and a whole bunch of sheep, and he's holding this wooden staff. Charlie was a shepherd. He had a cozy house, a big hat, a crook, and a flock of fat sheep. Oh, I think the crook is what he calls this wooden thing that he holds. Yeah. But everyone said, oh, I wonder what they said in this town. Charlie Needs a Cloak by Tomie DePaola. And I guess that's Charlie standing there. Charlie has a cloak, but looks like he also has a lot of sheep. Poor Charlie. He really needed a new cloak. Ooh. Oh, now I noticed that his cloak is falling apart. It looks like it's all different colors of red. And it's kind of, looks like somebody either cut it or maybe he just washed it many, many times and it's kind of worn out. He's spending some time outside with his sheep, looks like. Oh, Charlie needed something warm, just like I was talking about. So, in the spring, Charlie sheared his sheep. He sheared his sheep. The picture shows he's running around with scissors and he's cutting the sheep's fur off. And they're like, now they don't have as much on them. Oh, this one's in a bush, if you can see that. That's pretty silly. Wearing like a bush with like roses. So it looks like he sheared the sheep. He cut off all their wool. He washed the wool. That's their sheep. He washed the wool. Oh, this sheep wanted to wear the bubbles, but he was washing the wool that he already cut off. And carded the wool to straighten it out. I never heard about carding before I read this book. Not carding with sheep. But at the end of the book, it's going to explain about some of the words that people who work with sheep use when they talk about sheep. All this sheep's hanging out. He's carding the wool, so he's straightening it out. Then Charlie spun the wool into yarn. Oh. Charlie spun the wool into yarn. Charlie wanted a red cloak, so he picked some pokeweed berries during the late summer and boiled them over a fire. Oh, he picked the berries from the bush and then he boiled them, just like maybe you boil water on your stove at your house. Then Charlie dyed the yarn red in the berry juice. Oh, so he dipped the yarn into the berry juice. And it made the yarn, the white yarn, like the white sheep, the same color as the, looks like red berries. I think they're called, it said they're called pokeweed berries. After the yarn was dry, Charlie put the strands on the loom. Oh, looks like the sheep is pulling it. He's putting them on a loom. The strands that he made from fleece. And every fall evening he wove the yarn into cloth. So he's using the yarn and making cloth like that looks like a shirt, or it looks like pants. Charlie put the cloth on the table and cut it into pieces. He pinned the pieces together and sewed them. He's using a needle to sew them in and out. Ooh, now it's snowing like today. It's snowing at my house today. And then when winter came, Charlie had a beautiful new red cloak. Nice. Oh, and all the sheep are looking really furry again. Even though I remember in the beginning he sheared them and gave them a haircut. Okay, so that is how Charlie made his cloak. Here are some of the words from the book which I said we could talk about what they meant. There's shear, and that means clipping the wool, the furry wool from a sheep. Card is when you're untangling it. So he was carding the wool. He was trying to untangle it with like a brush. Like if you brush your hair or you comb your hair, except the hair was already off the sheep. He twisted the wool into yarn. He spun it. That's spinning. He weaved, twisted the thread into cloth. He sewed. He fastened together the pieces with thread. And he was making a cloak, which is a coat without sleeves. So these are a lot of different words that were in the book. So yeah, that was Charlie Needs a Cloak, which was talking about how Charlie made a cloak, which was something warm, like my gloves or my scarf. One second. Just making sure we are live. I should have just asked my props manager to look, but no, I didn't. Okay, so I really like that book about Charlie with the cloak. Can you pass me the yarn, please? So I have yarn here, and it is really soft. It kind of looks like my blue sweater. This yarn comes from an alpaca. So can you pass me Alfie? So this is what an alpaca looks like. We have a pretend one. So this is what an alpaca looks like, and this alpaca is white. You see this alpaca is white. just like the white sheep that Charlie had. And just like Charlie made his yarn and his cloak red using the berries, this yarn came from a white alpaca, and they dyed it blue. So this yarn was white, like this alpaca. It came from an alpaca, like this one. But they dyed it blue, just like Charlie did. I'm gonna put that down. So yes, this yarn is very soft. And you could use yarn to make something like, you can even see on my scarf how it kind of looks like yarn was used to make it. Like this blue yarn from an alpaca. Charlie used yarn from his sheep. So I wanted to show you guys a way that you could replicate sewing at home, or at least lacing. I know some kids do sewing at home, and that's something at your discretion, parents, and comfort level and what you want to show them. But I'm going to show you a way to do lacing, which is pretty similar to what Charlie did when he was sewing at home. Even if you don't have a lacing board, like at my house, I don't have lacing boards like at school, but I made one.